Hello, and welcome to Those Crazy Weirdos. This is episode 26. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Martine.
Did I mess it up again? Did we say episode 26 after we introduced each other? Okay. Whatever. Let's just move on past that.
6 months, but who's counting?
You, evidently. You literally are counting.
26 weeks, man. That's half a year. Go us, our half birthday.
Our half birthday? Like the podcast half birthday. Okay.
Oh, we have cake in the fridge too.
Yeah, we can say that we made that as a celebratory cake if you want.
I love cake. I have to have it spaced out before my birthday so that I can really like it at my birthday again. Anyways, it's strategic.
This is your favorite cake in the world. It's the only cake we ever really make anymore.
Oh, yeah. It's chocolate cake. And we make this cream cheese mocha icing, and it's amazing.
I have to say, for all the listeners, this is... If you want to replicate this, it's not that difficult. It's really good. It's really good.
He literally eats it with a spoon.
Oh, it's so good. It's just cream cheese icing. You just beat cream cheese with some sugar, powdered sugar, and then throw in some espresso powder and some cocoa powder, and that's it.
Yeah, literally, that's it.
Absolutely delicious.
No liquid required. The sugar seems to... It changes the consistency of the cream cheese. It melts it, sort of.
It liquefies it a bit. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, adding the powdered sugar to cream cheese definitely liquefies. I guess because it probably gets in between the cheese, right? So the cheese molecules aren't sticking to each other as much and they slide more. I don't know. That's my theory as for why.
Yeah, it's not a bad theory.
Yeah. So what's new?
I have tea. You made it for me, so you know the flavor. Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do.
It's wild berry with honey. An absolute classic.
Absolute classic.
Mm-hmm.
We've also been watching the rhythmic gymnastics this time. Still watching the Olympics, as always.
Very slowly getting towards the end.
I hope, I feel like it's going to disappear off of CBC Gem sometime soon.
Yes.
But the rhythmic gymnastics is really cool. Really cool. I like the ribbons. I like the hoops. I think there's still it's not as much gymnastics as the other gymnastics.
Yes, for sure. It's definitely
even trampoline gymnastics seems more gymnastics to me.
Yeah, because the only level of gymnastics that they do in the rhythmic is no more than any acro dance group would do kind of thing. So it's true. I guess it's just a fancy way of getting a dance propped dance in the Olympics.
Yeah, exactly. Just breakdancing.
But next on the docket is Paralympics.
That's true.
I haven't watched many Paralympics in my life at all.
Me neither. So they have some cool sports, though, I think.
Yeah, I'm really curious to explore them.
Mm-hmm. I think I know there's one sport, because I did volunteer for the Pan Am Games one year. And I remember we had the Para-Pan Am Games as well. And they came in after. And there's one sport where everybody in the crowd has to be extremely silent because there's a bell and a ball. And so you're throwing this ball around trying to get in the net or whatever. But the only way that they know where the ball is, since they're all wearing blindfolds, is the bell, the noise.
That seems like, how do you not run into each other?
I know.
The amount of padding that they must
It's interesting,
wear.
Right? It's interesting. And the crowd has to be silent for it because otherwise...
Yeah.
That you can't hear the ball.
Anyways, I think it'll be fascinating.
It'll be interesting.
Stay tuned for next week's episode where we will probably talk in depth about that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what else is new? I don't know if we have...
It's hot. It's still
hot.
The summer.
Yeah, it's summer, man. Oh,
muggy is the right word.
See, it's summer, but also we had this random cold spell.
Yeah, that was weird.
2 days where it went down to 12 degrees. And
it acted like autumn. It was strange.
Yeah, some of the leaves are turning already.
Poor trees.
Very strange. Very strange weather. But yeah, it's hot and muggy today. Very much so.
Yeah, we're getting in another heat wave, which is lovely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't think I knew that. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
You sound so excited about it.
Oh, yeah, do I?
I know how much you love the sun.
You know what was really nice about last week is that I could take the puppy on longer walks and we could go to the dog park without worrying that he'll just die of heat exhaustion. Do you know what I mean?
I think when we take him to the dog park, I'm more worried about you dying of heat exhaustion than him. Because every time we leave, he still looks super happy, tail in the air. You're there like,
It's so hot outside.
I just think you suffer a little bit more than he does.
Anyways, as we all know, I'm really excited about the fall to start. So come on now.
Oh, yeah, it is exciting. I could use a couple more weeks of summer, but fair enough. I am sort of excited for the fall as well.
Yeah, the days are getting noticeably shorter now.
Oh, really?
It's been 2 months since the solstice.
I don't know if I've noticed.
Yeah, I have, because when I have to get up early for work, I can tell very easily.
You always see the sunrise. That's right.
Yeah, and like now when I start work, the sun is just peeking out and like the sky is still mainly dark. But it used to be that like when I'd go into work, when I got up then, like into the office, the sun was already like almost, it was full sunlight by the time I got there.
Right.
So such a big difference 2 months can make.
When's the sun going down these days? Closer to 8, I guess?
I think so, because yesterday it was 8:30 and it was dark.
Oh, really? Yeah, that is earlier for sure.
For the summer, that's how you know it's coming to a close.
It's coming to a close. The sun's setting on the sun. And with that, let's roll the theme tune.
You're the theme tune.
Don't say.
Don't you know?
Only love. Like, only fools. Wait, what is it? Only fish? What is it?
What are you?
Don't you know? Oh.
Where's
mind.
that even from? I don't actually remember.
I'm thinking about Shiny.
Where's the Don't You Know from? I don't know.
Don't you know only... Something about glitter. Ooh, fish dinner.
Oh, my mind is blanking.
Only fools. Something. I think it's from there though.
Oh.
I think it's from that song.
We're gonna remember. We're gonna remember.
This is such intriguing content. This is riveting content.
Especially if
I'm so happy for our listeners right now listening.
If you,
to
as the listener, knows this, and you're probably very irritated with us now. Sorry about that.
You got the Shiny song in their head. Oh boy. Okay. What we're talking about today. Do you want to cue this up? Or you want me to cue it up?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Hi, Mom.
Okay.
So this is a topic suggested by my mom, and to make things interesting, because usually our topics are a surprise, we both looked into this one topic, but we've got facts and fictions about this topic.
Welcome to Fact or Fiction. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry, I don't know why I did that. That was just because I feel like it's a new segment. Yeah. We're switching it up today.
Yeah.
Doing something never before heard on our podcast.
Dun, dun,
a fact or fiction about Antarctica.
That's right. Fact or friction, am I right? Or lack thereof. I know.
Why the friction? What? I don't...
There ain't no friction in Antarctica because of all the ice. I just think
it's... Oh, wow. Wow. Wow, that is...
You know, I even wrote that down.
That's actually quite clever. I mean, that's... You know, there's a couple steps that you have to make in order to get to the...
I think if I need to explain my own joke, it probably is a good indication it's a bad joke.
That's good.
You know, I enjoy it.
That's very good. All right, how many do you have?
Oh, I don't. I've got a few quick ones.
I have 3.
Well, that's nice. How many fictions do you have? I've only got 2 of those.
I can't tell you.
Oh.
You're supposed to be guessing. Isn't that the whole idea?
Well, I just told you.
I know. I don't know why. Isn't this a whole guessing game? I'm not supposed to tell you.
Sorry. Okay. Fair point.
Okay, and we didn't consult each other about these earlier.
No, we may have the same fact.
We might have the same fact, which would be hilarious. It's very possible, actually.
Yeah. Okay, you start.
Okay, I'm going to start with an easy one.
Okay.
Potentially. The average thickness of Antarctic ice is about 1.2 kilometers.
That's so much.
That's very thick. 1.2 kilometers thick.
like going downward. Just imagine digging a hole a kilometer deep.
Fact or fiction?
I think that's fact.
Fiction.
What? You made a really good one there.
You know what? I flipped the numbers. It's 2.1 kilometers.
What?
It's actually way deeper.
Oh my gosh, that's so deep. It's so deep.
The average thickness is 2.1 kilometers thick.
That's absurd. I have
very thick ice. Yeah.
Okay, I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
Like, from what I know about the Earth's crust, is that it's super duper duper thin in comparison to all of the magma inside and everything else that's in the middle of the Earth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the Earth's core. Yeah.
So like 2.1 kilometers. Doesn't that get kind of close to magma territory?
In what sense?
How thick is the Earth's crust?
I don't know. But the ice isn't part of the Earth's crust. The ice is on top of the Earth's crust. Like the ice isn't. What do you mean?
No, I can't.
It's just a glacier on top of land. So if you dig down, you'll hit land. That's how.
What? Okay, my mind is officially blown.
Okay,
Cameron, I was imagining that this land was just ice, and it was just the land was ice.
And actually, I don't have this on here because I thought it would be too many. But there's actual liquid lakes in Antarctica as well.
What? How is that possible? Like hot springs?
I'm not sure how they can be liquid. I meant to look that up. But there are a bunch of lakes on the Antarctic continent that they found out. And it's some of them are like 4 kilometers beneath 4 kilometers of ice, but they can map it out somehow because science. And they found the largest lake that they know of on the Antarctic continent is about the size of Lake Ontario.
It's so big.
Massive.
What?
Yeah, so it has some of the largest freshwater lakes on the planet, and it has the most amount of freshwater ice on the planet.
Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah, Antarctica's really cool. But yeah, it's a continent. There's land under the ice. Yeah. I love that you
thought the continent was
You
ice.
just thought the ice was digging into the Earth's crust. There's nothing under it.
Yeah.
Dude, even the ocean has Earth's crust under it, Martine.
Oh, Cameron, that doesn't make any sense to me. Do you know, like, okay.
You just said it was floating there.
So, you know how...
I love this so much. You just did a bunch of research about it.
You know how you can, like, walk into the ocean? Like, you're on a beach, and the beach and the land, the water and the land are roughly the same level, right?
Okay, yeah, there is a sea level. Sea level's a thing.
Yeah, but then the Earth's crust just dips down. How is the Earth's crust not just a sphere and then everything's piled on top? Do you know what I mean?
Because the Earth isn't a sphere.
What?
What do you mean, what?
How is the Earth not a sphere? Doesn't gravity make it a sphere?
It's not a perfect sphere. Actually, gravity makes it a little bit because it's rotating. So rather than being a perfect sphere, it's actually a little bit like
oblong-esque?
Because it's rotating. But also, it's a sphere on a macro level. On a micro level, though, it's like if I zoomed in, if I could take a tennis ball. A tennis ball's a sphere. If I zoom in on the hair on the tennis ball,
it's not.
And you stood on it like an ant was standing on it. This ant wouldn't be standing on this tennis ball. Wow, I didn't believe that this wasn't so smooth and flat. Like the Earth isn't smooth, flat sphere.
Cameron, my brain has been taken for a real loop there.
Like the Earth is however many thousands of kilometers across.
Wow.
So we are only seeing a tiny, tiny portion. It's like the microscopic. It's like if you looked at a tennis ball, it's like microscopic levels of the surface. Yeah. Of course, it's not going to look super flat.
Okay, fair point. All right, I'm going to give you a couple facts now.
I love you.
I'll tell you 2 facts, and then you can tell me if you think they're fact or fiction separately. Do you know what I mean?
We also have mountains. Sorry, I'm shocked that you thought the Earth was just
I just haven't thought about the Earth's crust this way before. You really threw me for a loop, man.
Yeah. Anyway, cool. I'm really glad. This is a good start. It's a good start to this section.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Yeah. So, these are temperature-related facts.
Okay.
the lowest temperature ever recorded on Earth was at Vostok Station in Antarctica. It was registered on July 21st, 1983. And do you know what the temperature was? Negative 89.2 degrees Celsius.
Fact.
Yeah, I assume you saw that.
I saw that one, yeah.
Isn't that cold?
I think the lake is Vostok Lake.
Oh, that's cool.
I think. I saw Vostok somewhere. I think.
Okay, but temperature.
Negative 90 is insane.
They started, so this is the lowest ever recorded temperature. They started recording temperatures in 1912.
Yeah.
So, like,
it could have been a lot lower.
So cold.
Negative 90.
And that had to be recorded by a human at the research station. Just imagine being
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh, of course not. Of course you can't, yeah.
Yeah, there was a picture of the log. Just imagine being like, oh, so it's negative 90 outside. It's, like, uneven.
Wait, was the guy living there? Or they went there later?
Like, it was a researcher.
Yeah, but did he go there later and then look at the logs and find it? Versus being there when it was negative 90.
Well, I'm talking about the person writing out the negative 89.2.
He had to write it out.
Yeah, the log was paper and pen back then, 1983.
Really? They didn't just have a graph with like a little needle or something?
No.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's great. I thought it was just being logged, and then someone, since there's no internet, someone would have to go and collect the log.
From my understanding, this was like a researcher, and like part of their job every day is to record the temperature.
Damn. So the guy's just sitting in a cabin.
Yeah.
At negative 90 outside.
Yeah.
Probably in about 60 inches worth of clothing.
Yeah. I don't know how they keep warm.
They have to eat a lot, man. They have to eat so much. I was talking to people at work about this, how disgusting it is to live there or travel there, because you got to basically just stuff your face full of high calorie
because you're cold all the
food.
time.
Yeah. So remember we saw it on it was QI. They had the Antarctic Explorer come in.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They have to eat like 6,000 calories a day, so they just stuff their face with salami and cheese and
that's so much supplies, man.
Just fatty, like no veggies, just high calorie food only kind of thing.
Anyways, okay, my second temperature fact, or fiction, is the average. Oh,
I like that. Oh, now I don't know. Okay.
The average yearly temperature in the interior of the South Pole, on average, negative.
In the interior? What do you mean?
Like, not coastal, but like mainland.
Okay.
Negative 60 degrees.
Average temperature?
Yeah.
I really want to say fact. I'm going to go fact.
You're correct.
Yes.
That's so cold as an average temperature.
It's really cold. It's really cold.
Jeez. Okay. Back to you.
There are different types of South Poles, though. I think there's
magnetic versus physical and all that, or are you talking
about
the
true north versus the magnetic north. There's the same thing for the south, but I think they also define. I think they call it a South Pole. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this. There's some other one. There's a point in Antarctica that's defined as the furthest point from any coast.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's the hardest place on Earth to reach. I don't know if anyone's actually been there. It's like 900 kilometers from any coast in Antarctica.
That would feel so lonely.
And it's not the same as either of the other South Poles, but it's like, damn, dude.
That's too much.
It's definitely the hardest place on Earth to reach.
Yeah.
There's no way anybody is like wanting to go there.
Anyways, what are your next fact or fiction?
Okay. Antarctica has the largest volcano range on Earth, but only 2 volcanoes are active on the entire continent.
I'm going with fact.
Correct. This is a fact.
Yes.
They have the largest volcano range on Earth. And this was recently discovered. I think
that's cool.
In 2017, using some satellite data or something. I don't know. Whatever. Scientists are cool. They have a lot of advanced ways of doing this.
Yeah.
They found they confirmed the presence of 91 previously unknown volcanoes.
Fruit fly.
Yeah.
That's so many.
Yeah, and they already knew about, and I think they already knew, I'm doing this from memory, so it could be slightly off. It's 91, I think.
That's a lot.
I think they already knew about 47 otherwise, so there's over 100, around 150 at least that they know about.
That's so many.
And of course, there's volcanoes because there's land.
Yeah. Just imagine an ice volcano. Come on. That would be
it's covered
very
in ice.
cool.
It's covered in ice. It's crazy. But yeah, only 2 are active. So there's Mount Erebus, which is the southernmost active volcano on Earth. And the other one, which has a really funny name, is Deception Island.
That's interesting because it's a volcano, not an island.
It is it's a volcano, but volcanoes form islands all the time.
Right. Why is it called Deception Island?
Because I think it is an island, literally. I think it's an island within within Antarctica. And the whole island is just a volcano. An active volcano.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I think Deception Island, most of it's underwater. Hence, the part that sticks out is an island. And therefore is called Deception Island. But it's an active volcano. Right. Like Iceland. Iceland's...
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's why it doesn't surprise me all that much.
But yeah. And it's really cool. I think also there's some other unique things about the volcanoes there. I think there's some form of volcano. There's only a few of them on Earth that have active liquid magma lakes or moats or something around them. And Mount Erebus or something is one of the only ones on Earth that is like that.
Cut to a future like post-apocalyptic world and castles are going to have magma moats. Instead of just regular water.
You need an insane amount of convective energy. Convective heat to make that happen though, right? That's nuts to keep rock liquid at all times.
Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Shall I go for another one?
Yeah, hit me.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Here's our little puppy.
Yes, all the clicking.
Antarctica is the windiest continent on Earth.
True.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Next one. It doesn't have any polar bears or walruses on Antarctica at all.
Just polar bears and walruses, that's it? True.
You're correct. Next one. On average, 30 new species of bacteria are discovered each year in Antarctic ice.
30. Fiction.
You're too good at this. I'm annoyed. Although, caveat to this, annoyingly, this fiction that I created in my mind is actually closer to the truth than I was anticipating it to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In 2021, researchers drilled through like a kilometer of ice.
Yeah, they got a core, right?
Yeah. And they were trying to look just for sediment samples. And then they discovered they hit a rock, which was really unfortunate. And they were like, of all the places...
Sorry, they hit a rock. So there's rocks.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, they hit a rock.
I didn't even... Oh, boy. Let's just move right along. The rock that they discovered trying to drill had a layer of, like, mossy stuff on it.
Oh,
and they were
I'm
like,
shocked.
what? Nothing is supposed to be living here. And then, they discovered a bunch of bacteria on that. And also in another instance, researchers found 77 new species under the Antarctic ice shelf, doing another, like, core sample.
Huh.
Yeah, so...
Cool.
Sort of true.
Kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Okay. Do you have another quick fire one?
No, you can go now.
This is my last one.
Okay.
We're just going to sit here and listen to our dog drink water. Just lapping up water. But anyway.
I love him. He's so funny.
There are no land animals in Antarctica. The only animals there, like seals and penguins and things like those, are marine animals, meaning they live and eat mostly in the ocean.
That sounds a lot like a fact, but I'm going to go fiction.
It is a fiction.
Yes.
But barely.
Really?
Barely a fiction.
Tell me more.
It is, I would almost consider it a fact. Because it is barely a fiction.
Okay.
The largest endemic land animal in Antarctica is the Antarctic midge, called Belgica antarctica.
That's a nice name.
It's wingless, which is an evolutionary advantage for it, because if it had wings, it would just be, like you said, it's the windiest continent, so it would just be blown all over the place. So it's wingless and only 2 to 6 millimeters long.
Dude, I just looked up a picture of this thing because I thought it was going to be this cute little fluffy mouse thing.
No. It's 2 to 6 millimeters long, and it's an insect, and it is the largest land animal that is endemic to it. 2 to 6 millimeters.
Funny.
I saw a picture of one on a finger. Yeah, look at how tiny.
A particle.
It's tiny.
It looks like dust. Cameron, I thought, okay, if you say there's a midge, it sounds like a fluffy little mouse creature.
No, a midge is an insect.
I didn't know that. This is quickly becoming an episode of things I do not know. Okay. That's disgusting. But I was expecting cuteness, and this is like scorpions.
It's not a scorpion. It's just it's baby tiny thing. Doesn't
no, it
bite.
Just looks disgusting.
It's got no wings, which was an evolutionary advantage because it doesn't get blown away.
Yeah, that makes
and it doesn't waste energy.
Fair point.
It can also, I think I read something, it can survive periods of desiccation. So if it loses 70% of its body water, it'll still be able to survive and come back.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, they kind of burrow underground. And they can survive freezing. So they can survive up to -15. So they literally get frozen frequently. And that's okay. They get frozen and then they just thaw out and come back to life. Like, it's fine.
How did people find these things? They're so small.
Yeah. It is the only insect that can survive year-round in Antarctica.
That's really neat.
And the largest, that insect is the largest land. This is why I said it's almost, I would basically consider it fact that no land animals survive in Antarctica. That is the largest land animal.
It's so small.
A couple interesting things. It's also the only insect, or it's also the insect with the smallest known genome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as of 2014. And that is also thought as an evolutionary advantage. It cut its genome, cut its DNA, so that's easier to replicate. Oh. And therefore it can survive harsher conditions, sort of thing.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Corollary to this.
That's such a weird word.
What? I did a maths degree, okay?
I think it should be pronounced corollary, but that's just me.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, anyway, because that is the largest insect, and that's the only insect that can survive year-round, Antarctica is the only continent without an indigenous species of ant.
Wow!
Despite being called Antarctica.
Okay, good one. I appreciate that. Wow.
But it is the only continent without an indigenous species of ant.
Jeez Louise.
They just can't survive there.
I mean, it is true that you're not expecting bug problems if you are living in Antarctica.
But the males of those midges form swarms, basically.
What? Apparently,
when...
That sounds highly unpleasant.
Oh, man, their life is so interesting. I think they live 10 days on average.
What? That's it?
Yeah. But their gestation period, the period from egg... The females mate and lay eggs within, the first 2 days of life after coming out of the
Jeez,
egg.
okay.
It's really weird.
Bugs are strange.
And then they cover it in this stuff so that it doesn't... It's antifreeze / nutrients, placenta-like stuff.
Whoa.
But then it could take up to 2 years
for
those eggs to hatch.
Is that just because they need optimal conditions?
I don't know. I didn't. Strange. This was just some things that are coming from my memory. Someone's gonna correct me on this. That's fine. But yeah, and apparently males do this kind of swarming activity where you can find about 2,000 of them sort of in the same area at once. So if you flip over a rock somewhere near the coastal area, you'll see a bunch of them.
That's disgusting.
But yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird.
That's highly strange.
So there you go.
Whoa. Well, you know how they're talking about desiccation and stuff like that about the bugs?
Yeah.
No water and things. You know how Antarctica is really dry? It's a desert.
It's the world's largest desert.
Yeah. It's the driest place on Earth. Yeah, fire is actually a concern in Antarctica because of that.
Oh.
Yeah, because it has the driest places on Earth and they have a lot of wind. And so, yeah, they actually have a fire department.
Wait, what? Just in one of the research villages?
I guess so, yeah.
I
didn't look more into it, but yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. In the research village, that would make a lot of sense. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I know. I thought that was... No one would ever think of that, but just no one would ever think of bugs on Antarctica.
What do they call that valley? There's a valley in Antarctica that's the driest place on Earth. It doesn't even have ice on it. It's so dry.
Yeah,
because and you believe it doesn't have ice on it. There's
wow. Moving right along. Speaking
I will never let
of research villages, next one that I have. There's like a really big, obviously, sense of community between all of the researchers that are living in Antarctica and who've been there. And they actually have a standard like tattoo.
Oh, I'm going to go with fact.
Yeah, do you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
It's a snowflake on their ankle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because if you got it like on your foot or something, what if you had frostbite and your feet fell off?
Oh my God, is that the actual reason? That's amazing.
That was all a lie. I just made that up.
Oh, it's all fiction?
Yeah.
I said fact and you said yes.
I hadn't finished my... Yeah.
That's really good.
Thank you.
No, that's a really good fiction.
Thank you.
You had me.
I mean...
I was gripped. I was absolutely gripped.
Riveted. I looked it up to see if it was actually an accidental fact, but I couldn't find anything. But that would be a great idea.
That would be a great idea.
Yeah.
No, I love this.
Thank you.
I love this. They should do that.
Yeah.
You should go to Antarctica and tell them that.
I'll start a revolution. I got you.
Wow, that was a really good fic. That one was
Thank
really
you.
good. That was really good.
I was inspired by the Olympics.
No, good choice.
Thank you. Do you have any more?
No, I'm done.
Okay, I have one more. This is a fact. I'll just tell you.
Oh, no. Okay, fine.
I already told you I had two fictions, and I already told you I had two fictions.
Oh, see, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
If you didn't say that, you could have just played it off.
Sorry, but this is a little bit more of a long-winded one, so to speed things along. The first time there were confirmed people that saw the first time that people confirmed, seeing the actual land mass of Antarctica was on January 27th, 1820.
Oh. Oh, it's not even that long ago.
It was by a Russian explorer called Fabian Gottlieb von Bellinghausen.
Of course it was a Russian. What is a Russian doing in
so
Antarctic?
Far away.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Captains James Cook did cross the Antarctic Circle in January of 1773, but at that point he reportedly didn't see any land.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so I thought that was interesting.
Don't you mean ice? No, okay. I'm going to stop now. I got to stop it.
Your little devious smile. I'm just going to move right along. There is also evidence, though, of the Maori people that got there. I can't talk. There is evidence that
yeah.
Maori people got there first, though, in the 7th century AD.
Whoa. That is a long time ago. They got to Antarctica?
Yeah.
Wow. I've heard, and everything I was reading about Antarctica basically says it's very difficult. The waters around there are just absolutely atrocious.
I mean, I can imagine. Why would you ever?
They always go through this one place, and it's because it's the calmest waters to get there or something. But it's
the amount of shipwrecks.
Still insane.
Yeah.
It's insanely treacherous, choppy waters, kind of, is what I've heard.
I'm not saying this is absolutely true, but I'm saying that people have found evidence of that.
That's kind of cool, though. Could you imagine that they actually did that? They would need to bring clothes. They would need. I know. They can't just land there.
I know.
T-shirts and stuff.
I know. I was curious about these people, so I looked a little bit more into them, and I went down kind of a rabbit hole. You'll see. The Maori people are the Polynesian people of New Zealand.
Right. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, and they arrived to New Zealand in 1300 AD, Common Era.
Okay.
Yeah, which is way before the 7th century AD, because math, numbers. Anyways. Apparently, members of
wait. AD? You mean...
Common Era.
AD means after death.
Which is the Common Era.
So 1300 comes after 700 AD.
7th century.
You're thinking about BCE.
Right. No, you're right. See, this is Martina's very tired and dumb episode, and you are correct.
Okay.
Way before they got to New Zealand, they might have pit stopped in Antarctica.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. When I was reading about them, they were talking about members of each tribe, and apparently they're called iwis.
Like Kiwis without the K?
Yeah, so then I was like, is that where Kiwi comes from for referring to New Zealand people?
I didn't think so. I thought it was World War II.
Well, let's just pretend that you don't already know that, and we'll dive into why they're actually called Kiwis.
Right. Is it?
Yeah. Shocking?
It is? The Iwis is why?
No.
Oh, really? How did they actually become Kiwis?
It is... The Maori people highly respected the kiwi bird.
Right, yeah.
And ultimately they're called Kiwis because of the bird. But the reason for which is there's a couple theories. One of them is cartoonists from the 1900s started using kiwi birds to represent New Zealand like as a country in sporting comics.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so the first one ever was for a rugby match in 1905.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and then in World War I, New Zealand soldiers were called Kiwis, and this may have been coming from a Scottish-born inventor who lived in Melbourne, and he...
A Scottish guy living in Australia talking about what New Zealanders are called.
Yeah.
Okay, right? I got that cleared up. That's good.
Following. Yeah, he made a functional boot polish. So it shined, but it also waterproofed and preserved boots, and it also softened the leather.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was so good that the British and the American armies started using this polish.
Right.
And he called it kiwi polish because his wife is from New Zealand. Yeah, okay. So he called it kiwi polish in honor of her. And so then people just started referring to the New Zealanders as Kiwis, and it just kind of stuck because of either and or both of those theories.
Interesting. So it was World War One, not two. Mm-hmm. Why did I think it was the second one?
I mean, World War is... You got close enough.
Yeah, it was close enough. No, that's really cool. I didn't know that they even used it for sports before the war. That's cool.
I thought... when I first read the fact that they said cartoonists, and I was like, oh, that's funny, comics about. But then, of course, it was about sporting events. I just love that a rugby match is what potentially started the New Zealanders being called Kiwis.
I know. That's very funny.
Anyways, but yeah, they love the bird.
That was really fun. That was a really good thing. Thank you so much, Jen, our loyal listener, for sending in the idea. This was good. No,
one of our loyal listeners.
I hope that all the listeners enjoy this new format.
Yeah. If you have a fact that you want us to...
Or even a class of facts.
Yes.
That you want us to do another one of these.
Yeah,
I'd be so down. It was really fun.
We've definitely proved that just because we looked into the same topic doesn't mean we know everything about that topic, right? Right.
I think that's fairly conclusive.
Wait! It's time for the quack question. Sorry, I had forgotten I had to do that. I panicked. Oh, puppy! Oh, my goodness!
Oh, no.
Sorry, he was going to pull the cord out.
He's messing with your cord. Yeah, okay. Let's do this real quick. We had a really long You Don't Say section. So
yes.
You're going to speed run this. Ready?
Yes.
This one's specifically for you.
Ooh.
It's a would you rather.
I love would you rathers.
Okay. 3 options.
I don't like your smile.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks evil.
Yeah. If you had to do one of the following every time you're out of the house, which would you rather?
Oh, boy.
Wear heels.
Oh, boy.
So Martine does not wear heels.
No.
Just for the
It's a waste of effort. In my opinion.
Hey, some people like wearing heels.
Some people are really good at wearing heels.
Some people look damn good in heels.
I am not one of them.
Yeah. I think you look good in heels. But anyway.
Fair enough. It's just I am too lazy.
I totally support your
for that.
You don't want to wear them. Wear a clashing outfit. Every time. You can only wear clashing outfits.
Oy.
You have to wear heels.
Okay.
Or wear no fun colors, or otherwise wear boring colors.
I have to go with the clashing outfit, Cameron.
Yeah.
Because at least clashing outfits are fun and interesting.
Okay, how about you rate it 1 to 3? Let's go.
Okay. Clashing outfits first.
So definitely. You always will be clashing.
Yes, I'll always be clashing. People will just know me as the clashing lady. That's just going to be my new identity.
Just so everyone knows, I have this thing where I don't know what clashes. Martine's trying to explain it's, a color that's kind of the same, but not the same. I don't know what that means. So she sometimes tells me I clash. And she taught me that word, really. I've heard that word before I met her, but
yes,
I didn't know what it meant.
To put a caveat on that, I think clashing is a very subjective definition for everyone, because certain people can have different ideas of what clash is between others.
Okay, so this is going to be for you then. It's clashing in your eye.
Yeah, that's going to be painful, but at least it can be colorful.
Okay.
I'll probably learn to embrace the clash. Embrace the clash.
Embrace the clash.
Yeah.
All right. What's number 2?
Number 2, boring clothes, for sure.
Boring colors.
Yeah,
so only grays, blacks.
Yeah. At least I look good in those colors, so I can't. I can't be too upset.
And that puts the heels in last.
Yeah, dude. Every time I leave the house, how many dog walks would I have to do in heels?
Yeah.
You can't even walk in grass in heels unless you got the... Would I be allowed platform? Like the fat heels?
Yeah, let's say yes. I just wrote wearing heels here. I did put an emoji of like a red stiletto or something just because it popped up. But let's say you could use any heels.
I would wear fat heels, but I still would rather the other two beforehand. But at least I could still function as my normal self. Like I could still walk on grass and hopefully run. And like, geez, that would be so annoying.
You know, if I had to choose,
yeah,
I would choose the same order because I wouldn't wear heels.
Fair point.
But I would do the same thing. I'd try to cheat it, get some like heels that are actually comfy somehow. Wearing a clashing outfit, I feel like I do that often already. You tell me I do that often already. I wear boring clothes often already as well. But
you do.
I do have some fun colored shirts and I would hate to give them up. So
yeah,
I would do the same
I
order.
think it's better to be slightly off, but more fun than completely right and boring.
What did you think of the question?
I love Would You Rathers. That was really fun.
Okay.
Thank you. Good one.
All right, let's head over to the Cheerful Evil.
Choo choo.
Now it's time for the Cheerful Earful.
Wow!
If I could whistle, I'd whistle, but I can't.
Slightly flavored sound there. Okay.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful tune. All right.
Are you ready?
Oh, my ears are so ready to be filled with cheer.
I have to open it still. Sorry. I got distracted by thinking about what I would do. And it's not loading. 1 second. I need to close the app.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. Imagine the beach ball rotating.
Wait, the beach ball commentating?
Rotating.
Beach ball rotating.
The like circle of death.
Oh, the apple thing?
Yeah. Doesn't that look like a beach ball?
Yeah, the beach ball of death. Yeah.
Isn't that what it's called?
I've definitely heard that, the beach ball of death, yeah.
You mean you've definitely heard that? Death.
Oh.
Yep.
So I definitely haven't.
Okay, this is a quick one. I've had this for a while because this happened in April.
Oh, okay, wow, yeah.
And it happened in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay. In the USA?
Yes. A bunch of locals got together and they held a rally and they were yelling chants. Do you want to know what for? I don't. I do want to know, yeah. They were petitioning to get googly eyes on their bus and train services.
For real?
For real.
Like an actual protest?
Like, friendly.
How many people?
Don't know. But it got news coverage from almost every major Boston news outlet. And it also got the attention of the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's just with their trains. They wanted to add googly eyes to their trains.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And the MBTA, the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, they actually took these suggestions to heart.
No way.
Now,
I'm Googling this. Are there actually googly eyes?
5 of its trains have googly eyes on them.
No.
They had to find a safe way to put the googly eyes on a limited number of vehicles as part of our ongoing efforts to bring moments of joy to our riders' daily commutes. They look absolutely amazing.
Dude, these are
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually amazing.
Like, why don't all trains have this?
Oh my god.
Do you
all
see them?
Trains. Yeah, I'm looking at all trains should have this. This is so funny.
Do you see this one?
Funny.
This is the link to the article. Yeah.
Dude, no, I think the green one's even better, dude. I think the green...
Wait, what does the green one look like again? There's a video on this one. Yes. It's amazing.
No, look, they put the eyes at different...
It's so cute.
So cute.
I love that they had to... Someone's, like, co-op job was figuring out how to put googly eyes on these trains, Cameron.
So funny.
Talk about... Oh, I love when companies do that. You know what I mean? It's a cost to them, and they still decide to do it just because it's awesome.
Oh, it's awesome.
I love that about places.
This one looks like a sad face.
It's just imagine, like, you wouldn't quite believe you saw that if you saw a train approaching.
I know, genuinely. If you're not from Boston, hadn't heard this.
Yeah.
Is that vandalism? Is that supposed to be?
So whatever you're doing, pause what you're doing right now and look up pictures of googly eyes on trains. It will make your day.
And eyes are full of cheer.
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, man. And that concludes episode 26.
Dun, dun, dun.
Done and dusted like the desert of Antarctica.
Dusted. What are you dusting with?
There's land on Antarctica. If there's anything that I've
Antarctica is.
It has.
There's ice on Antarctica.
Yeah. There's soil. It may be cold and frozen, but there's still soil.
If you'd like to get in touch and give us another fact or fiction class of facts or some other idea, you can contact us at
thosecrazyweirdospodcast@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you. You can also check out our website,
thosecrazyweirdos.ca.
And other than that, listen to us next week, same place.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being here, everyone.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, we love that you listen and that you have a good time.
Until next week.
Yeah,
bye.
have a good one.